Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's Tuesday, March 7th. Jerome Powell spoke today. We're going to look at the SPY and some technical analysis, some options trades I did, some shares I bought, some futures trading. Did it all. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. Follow us on Twitter at Happy Money YT, as well as Discord. Link for those are both in the description. Yeah, so we're going to look at BBBY, GME, COSM. Got a couple different shares of different companies. Powell spoke to the House today, the Senate, testified in front of the Senate. We watched it live from 10 a.m. to like 12. Pretty entertaining. His written statement was quite bearish, quite hawkish. He's saying, you know, higher terminal rate potentially needs to push the interest rates higher, and Fed funds rate, I think, upped it to, I don't know, 5.5%, maybe 6% terminal, which is higher than before, and maybe 50 basis point hike next time. So that kind of, when that came out, this basically happened on the market. Lost a bunch, had a bounce VWAP, and then this was him just questions and answers. And I think it was over somewhere around here. And we've just been melting off since then. So that news is bad, and the market will probably continue to drop on that. We're going to keep getting data though this week and next week, and the market totally data driven. So, but today was a pretty big catalyst, and then tomorrow he's going to testify to the House. We'll watch that as well. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you join us live. Gold's job openings also at 10, and Beige Book, and then Thursday jobless claims. Waller speaks. U.S. unemployment rate, hourly wages on Friday. So a little more economic data, but I think the trend is down now that what Powell said. And what I was saying last few days, I thought we were in kind of this little trend recently. So I thought this was probably next. And I think that's starting to play out. Actually, even today's candle looks similar to this. So we didn't get a 4-day pump like we did back there. We got like a 2-day and then a inverted hammer, which is bearish. And now we're getting this. So I think we'll see new lows. I think at least probably is 392, and probably even back down here to 377, and we might even be back down into the downtrend. So we've been kind of on this little euphoric type rally since October, but I think overall we're in a longer term downtrend still. So I kind of just broke out of it here, but I think we'll probably get back into reality. Higher interest rates and high inflation are still both there. Unemployment is, yeah, everyone's employed, but people don't have any savings and they're living on record high amounts of credit card debt. Anyways, so yeah, I think the market will probably keep coming down. Looking for some shorts. I did some futures on here today. We'll go over those trades momentarily. In fact, I want to enter some more shorts. I was hoping for more of a bounce, and today we'll see what happens. I closed my GME calls. Didn't like it yesterday. I got into the calls here and then basically rejected that 1940 resistance. And so I wasn't liking it by end of day. I thought I'd give it till today to see what Powell says. And yeah, it's just weak. So not thinking we'll get a pre-earnings run at this point on GME. And probably still come back down here to test these lows again. So still don't know when earnings are for GME. Haven't announced that yet. We get an RSI divergence, so I'll go long, but at this point I think I'm bearish on GME until some sort of support finds itself. Buy's coming down more. BBBY, kind of the same bearish thing yesterday, broke the level that I wanted it to hold for that inverted head and shoulders. Kind of that this level right here. So we got a shoulder. It's making that shoulder yesterday, that 144, and then even that 143. Like, that's fine, but then it broke that. I was like, oh man. So yeah, basically bearish, and then today just kind of proved that, flushed through the support from back here, broke that inverted head and shoulders. But we actually filled the gap today though. That gap set back here, so gap is totally filled, which is a good thing. It did have pretty good rebound today on BBBY, better than yesterday, which was just flat and barcoding. Today we had down flat barcoding, but then we had a couple liquidity pumps in here with some volume and breaking VWAP, so showed some more, a little more bullish sentiment. Depending on how we close, we got about 30 minutes left, but it's still looking like a little bear flag here on the hourly. So maybe more lows before a full bottom. What I'm thinking now, and eventually at 127. 127 is the low from back there. Let's see, 131. Yeah, we've already broken that. So we'll see. I mean, it looks like it's bottoming still, and started with that engulfing candle, and we're getting close to some RSI divergences. You can kind of see one on the 4-hour. Let's see. Yeah. So there is one on the 4-hour there now, which just got formed from this basically this pump we've had on BBBY in the last hour or so. So we've got 30 minutes. If this closes up here, we will have an RSI divergence on the 4-hour, which is bullish. Good sign. Nothing on the daily. It's maybe there, but it's just so much flatter since it's on a longer time frame. Yeah, it's not really there yet. We'll have to get a bump tomorrow, bump up in the stock price, and then you'll have a divergence here and here. So tomorrow we might get a bullish MACD crossover, and that would be good. Then the next trigger for kind of the momentum to shift for me would be a green body opening, closing above the 9 moving average here, this orange line. So bullish MACD, green over the 9 is what I'd like to see. I'm already pretty much fully in. I want to be. I did actually sell some covered calls in it today, breaking that support from yesterday. So yeah, still have cash cleared puts, but this 130 might have been the low. Anywhere down in this range, I think we're just kind of accumulating shares and consolidating before the momentum shifts. So that 4-hour RSI divergence is a good first sign. I'd like to see it on the daily, but don't have that yet. If we do come down to this 127, it's possible we come just below it. 1160 is the high from IPO day, so that would maybe be support. And if the way the RSI is right now for how slow this came down, RSI is much higher than when it was here. So another little meltdown and even lower will definitely set up an RSI divergence if we get a bounce from it. So basically if we wick down or whatever below 127 and then it bounces out of there, and then the next day is that high or higher, we're gonna have an RSI divergence from back here, which would be a significantly good bullish pattern. So yeah, it's looking good. Maybe a little more bumpy before ups, but yeah, I'm selling premium on both sides, cash cleared puts and covered calls at this point. And GME looks like that. I bought shares of Cosm. They got funded. Donroe shared. I can't remember what it was. They got a good news catalyst that was part of the prepares definitive documentation for ZipDoctor acquisition requiring ZipDoctor. I'm not sure, but there was a catalyst behind this rally, and it's just a nice, beautiful bull flag on that intraday hourly there. Now on the daily, we've got a bullish MACD crossover. Now we have green over the 9. There's that momentum I'm talking about, looking for BBBY to do. It also was kind of bouncing off this previous support here. So RSI is ticking up. This all looks good. So I got shares of this one. I don't know, upside, we'll see. It's got resistance 650, 680, and then top of these wicks like 740 or so. Maybe it'll break that, maybe not. Volume today is not crazy. It's pretty mellow. So I'd like to see that continue with some more price action to the upside. And then I did also get some GNS shares, and I'll probably get some more. Yeah, I only got 100 like right around here. I wanted to get more VWAP, but I lost buying power for some reason. Yeah, I suck. So anyways, SPY's pumping there. GNS looks nice. It also is in kind of a bull flag. I think this started on AI news. But yeah, held up nice on the support, bounced off it. Bull flagging nicely. This one, of course, has much potential to rally like crazy. 4 hours got a crazy bull flag also. Volume has increased. And it bounced off this support beautifully the other day and kind of just consolidating up here on another little bull flag type setup. So picked up some shares of that. Might dip by some more. Got Rivian. I went short on Rivian. They basically had share dilution they announced yesterday. Stock sold off from that, but I don't think it's over. They made all-time lows, broke that support. A lot of volume there. Might be a little bounce, but I'm I've been bearish on Rivian for a long time. So new all-time lows, you know, it's pretty bearish. And I think the market is also bearish, so that helps. Tesla actually is coming down now. Look at this. So Tesla's holding up well. I still have my puts on there. Here are the trades from today. Sold my calls on GME. Took losses 20%, 15%, 10% or so on those, which kind of sucked because they were big, but better that than zero. And here's some covered calls I sold. Sold 10 covered calls, BBBY at $1.50. The Rivian position I got in was a 13, 15.5 put debit spread, so pretty safe. I'll show you the analyze button or whatever on that. Cosm shares, 400 of those, 100 GNS. Here is the Rivian. So the long put is in the money. The short put is down at what, 13. So max profit for me is below $13 by expiration. I only gave it 10 days, so not a whole lot of time. Break even's 1460, and so yeah, 50% break even, 32% max loss, 16% max profit. Not awful, not great. There's GNS shares, there's Cosm shares, and then cover calls and such. Then on the futures, nat gas kind of bounced a little bit. I'm kind of being patient. I'm still bitter about my 4 grand, or no, 6 grand. My 6 grand I didn't profit on at this peak, but couldn't have known that over the weekend we're gonna have that dump. Anyways, we'll look to go long here at some point. Just need to get over it emotionally first. Let's see. So actually I do have an order. I have an order to buy 3. So I'm trying to go in heavier on this first buy. That was kind of my mistake last time. I went in so light. By the time I averaged in, my cost basis was like up here, and that's where I got that stopped out. I have a buy for 3 of them, I think down here. So it's pretty, yeah, 253. So kind of at these lows. If we hit the support down here, I'll buy 3 more. Let's see. Oh, and then MES. So I did 4 MESs today. The MES shorts. And that, yeah, I guess $400 on those. So it worked out nice. I started by buying or shorting 2, and then a couple more, and then I just held them. And then I closed out 1, and then closed out 2, and then closed out 3. I was actually just going to hold 1 for a bounce and then reshort, which I kind of like that idea of holding 1. But I ended up closing it out here, and then went long here, and then just closed out because I ended up not liking that candle, but ended up bouncing, which makes sense. No problem. So I'll look for some probably MESs before, maybe after futures close and reopen at 6. Just so I'm not paying for the margin or whatever over a day. And yeah, so looking for shorts into tomorrow. That's what I got, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Discord. Peace out.